If you're watching this video, it means you might be feeling betrayed and struggling to make a decision. Do I stay or do I go after they cheated? You're hurt and you're wondering if there's any hope for your relationship. And the truth is, when you're in pain and betrayed and everyone around you is telling you to leave, part of you might be wondering, what if there's something worth saving? You are not crazy for wondering that. You put so much time and effort into this relationship. Of course, you're hesitant to throw it all out the window. And maybe you feel like your partner already made that choice, that they threw it out the window and it's not fair. And you're right, it's not. To say that it sucks is a huge understatement. But today, we're here to explore what it could look like to stay. I'm going to share 5 reasons couples don't always divorce after infidelity, and why some even come out stronger. If you want some reasons that staying after betrayal and saving the relationship could work for you, and a reminder that it might actually all work out, this video is for you. I'm not naive to the other side of this. I could probably also make a video of all the reasons to divorce a spouse who cheated, but that's not this video. If you want hope, I'm here to give you hope. Before we get into it, hi, I'm Allie, a licensed marriage and family therapist and head of relationships at Paired, the app that brings couples closer. If you are ready to strengthen your relationship, you'll love what's in the description below. Let's dive into the reasons not to divorce your partner after cheating. 1. An affair is just a chapter of your story. In the immediate aftermath of cheating, it can feel like the entire relationship is a lie. Was anything real? How did I not see it? Was I blind to the signs? It feels like it's the whole story of your relationship right now because you're in it. And you've got tunnel vision, of course you do. This is a big deal, but when you zoom out, you can see that your relationship may have a lot more to offer. I want to offer you a reframe. Infidelity isn't the whole story. It's a chapter. A painful one, yes, but a chapter doesn't define the whole book. Your relationship was many things before this betrayal. You shared laughter, milestones, maybe children, deep conversations, silly routines, inside jokes, and all of that was real. When I work with couples in the aftermath of cheating, I often encourage them to zoom out. Don't erase the past. Don't rewrite the whole love story. Understand that what happened was a part of a larger narrative that still might be unfolding. Choosing to stay is about honoring the full complexity of your relationship and not reducing it to one moment. You don't have to finish this book if you don't want to, but if you're watching this video, it may be because you want to see how the book ends. And oftentimes, a betrayal is a crucial turning point in a relationship that ends up flourishing in the aftermath. 2. Affairs are often about longing, not rejection. This is something I wish more people understood. Your partner didn't necessarily want to leave you. They wanted to leave the person they had become and longed for a different version of themselves. Cheating is often about unmet needs that haven't been named or dealt with. They maybe wanted to feel alive again or seen in a new light. That doesn't make it okay. It's still a betrayal. It still hurts. And by all means, they made the wrong choice in what they did, but it wasn't necessarily about rejecting you. People rarely cheat because they want to leave the relationship or because they've lost attraction to their partner. It's often a subconscious way to call attention to what's not working. You may be thinking that if they really loved you, they wouldn't have done this. I'd invite you to challenge that thought. It's possible that they really love you and they still made a tragic decision. If you're able to see the relationship through that lens, you'll be able to see opportunities to heal and build. And the first one is 3. Radical honesty is the new norm after a betrayal. The illusion of perfection is shattered, so you can actually finally have real conversations. You're going to start talking about things that you've avoided for years: sex, resentment, loneliness, unmet needs, because it forces you both to look inward and speak honestly, even when it's uncomfortable. In other words, betrayal forces a reckoning. This is so important for a relationship because now you're not sweeping things under the rug. Now you can start having real emotional intimacy again. Imagine a relationship in which you show up as your whole, real self, because at this point, you've got nothing to lose. Radical honesty is something few couples achieve in this lifetime. What it took to get there is extremely painful, but if you choose to stay, you get to build a new kind of relationship, one rooted in truth, not performance. 4. You get to build a new relationship, not patch the old one. After betrayal, there's no going back. And honestly, that's a good thing because how things were before wasn't working. You now have an opportunity to name patterns, shift roles, and negotiate what's working and actually start fresh with eyes wide open. You're not restarting the same relationship. You're beginning a new one, relationship 2.0. This time, you're not going to be stuck in the same cycles anymore because you've actually identified the root of them. Your relationship can grow into a more intentional, balanced, and respectful relationship because of this. Esther Perel, a leading psychologist who specializes in affair recovery, says that throughout your life, you will have many relationships, and sometimes they will be with the same person. This is your chance to renegotiate everything. So think about what it is that you want in your new relationship, and how do you want your future to look? Now is your moment to intentionally build something brand new. 5, sex often gets better because it gets more honest. Sex is often a really scary topic to broach post-affair. You're racked with questions about what the future of your sex life will be, or maybe you find that a lot of insecurities and fears come up around intimacy because you're navigating the unknowns of your partner's affair. But what may surprise you is that many couples who are post-affair actually report better, healthier sex lives than they had before. Esther Perel calls couples like these explorers and says in her book, The State of Affairs, that fear of loss is the spark plug that sets it off. They're deeply engaged, in pain, but alive. How is it possible that sex could get better after an affair? Because of all the reasons that we touched on before. Radical honesty about your turn-ons, the chance to start fresh and try things completely new, a willingness to explore fantasies that resonate with the person that you've become. This might seem scary, but something amazing can happen for couples who can lean into that honesty. Sex can become a place of real connection, not something that you do out of routine or obligation. You can rediscover each other with honesty and curiosity and choice. You're choosing each other now, and that's a really beautiful thing, and it's pretty rare, and it can make sex feel really alive again. In conclusion, there's room for healing together. Healing from infidelity is not a linear journey. There will be setbacks, doubt, anger, grief, a lot of emotions. But if you choose to stay with these hard feelings and really stay with each other through them, there's room for deep, transformational healing. And here's the thing, this doesn't mean that you forget what happened. It just means creating space for what's broken and then intentionally choosing which parts you want to put back together. You can start intentionally rebuilding with new rituals like daily check-ins or couples therapy, or using the Paired app, which has daily exercises and games designed by experts to help you rebuild your connection. You can create new patterns of safety, trust, and excitement. And over time, you may look back and realize we didn't just survive this, we grew through it and created a brand new relationship for ourselves. You might need support on the journey. Let me say it again. Not every relationship should continue after cheating. Some betrayals are too deep. Some partners aren't willing to change. And some people stay for the wrong reasons: fear, shame, pressure. But if you're considering staying because you love this person, because they're showing up now in ways that they never have before, and because you both want to do the work, that's enough. But you still might need some help to chart your way through this. This is your moment to reach out to your support network, a licensed therapist, a couples counselor, or a relationship resource like the book Healing from Infidelity or the Paired app. Rebuilding does take work, but you absolutely don't have to do it alone. So let's recap the reasons why you might not want to get a divorce after cheating. Infidelity doesn't define the whole relationship. Most affairs are about longing, not rejection. Radical honesty becomes the new norm. You get to build a brand new relationship. Sex can become more honest and fulfilling. If this video spoke to you, let it be the start of something new. The Paired app gives you practical tips and fun interactive ways to strengthen your relationship every single day. Try it. The link's in the description. If you're in it right now, I'm feeling for you, and good luck. Hang in there. It's not easy. Share with me how you're feeling in the comments. I read every single one. And if you've worked through a betrayal, I'd love to hear from you too. What helped you rebuild trust? Share that in the comments because your story might give someone else the hope that they need today.